Ni kwamba makamishna wapya wa Tume ya Uwiano na Utangamano wa Kitaifa akiwemo mwenyekiti Kefa Nyamweya wameshika hatamu rasmi hii leo baada ya kula kiapo katika Mahakama ya Upeo. Hafla hiyo imeongozwa na Jaji Mkuu Martha Koome, na sasa hivi tunafululiza moja kwa moja tuweze kumsikiza yule ambaye ni Jaji Mkuu akizungumza.
Having grown up in the rural areas, many children, when my mother cooked and shared the food, there are those of us who are looking to see whether we've been given little, the other one has been given a lot, and whether something will remain. What I want to tell you as NCIC, take the plate that you have been given, and first of all, empty it. May you implement that act to the end before we hear that you need more powers. More powers to do what when you have not exhausted what you already have. We have the prosecution, we have the investigators, we have Kenyans coming forward to complain about this and that. First of all, attend to that before you can say you have been crippled because you have not been given the teeth to bite. This is a time, like everybody has said, where societies across the world are increasingly confronted by the evil spirit of polarization, the evil spirit of intolerance, the evil spirit of misinformation, and identity-based tensions. So, an institution such as NCIC remain indispensable guardians of social cohesion and national unity. And as we draw closer to the 2027 general elections, we are all becoming tense, and I'm wondering why, when we have such a profound constitution. When we have NCIC in place, and your work is already cut out for you, and Dr. Omai, as you said, this work requires courage. It also requires independence, it requires fairness and integrity, and may I say patriotism. Because at the end of the day, every Kenyan must feel safe and secure, because we have this great constitution and we have these institutions that we have, all of them, including NCIC, the judiciary, the devolution. They should be institutions that calm our nerves. So you must remain steadfast in promoting dialogue over division. Let no one be incited to feel less of a human being simply because they come from a certain ethnicity. Their dignity, their identity as Kenyans is guaranteed by the Constitution. So please continue to promote inclusion over exclusion, because all of us, like everybody has said, we are Kenyans and we belong to Kenya. We are all stakeholders, and I may say our stakes are defined by the vote which we all own. Each one of us owns one vote. No one has two. Therefore, no one can exclude or make the other feel like they are not Kenyans. We must continue to promote the constitutional values over narrow sectarian interests. As everybody has said, your task is not an easy one. Nation building is often slow, it's also delicate, and it demands work. It demands heavy lifting. But it is necessary work that we must all do, because, as you said, we have been given this public responsibility to discharge. So the strength of our democracy, which is a multi-party democracy, ultimately depends on whether every Kenyan will feel seen, will feel respected, will feel included, and will feel protected by our Constitution and our laws and institutions, and they'll feel safe. Let me now speak about the Kenya Law Reform Commission, and allow me to turn to my sister, the chairperson, Ms. Christina Gimba, His Excellency Mutura Kilonzo Jr., and Anita, and tell you that Kenya Law Reform Commission also occupies a uniquely important place within our Kenya's transformative constitutional and legal order. Kenya Law Reform Commission performs a critical constitutional function by ensuring that our laws remain modern, coherent, responsive, and fully aligned with the Constitution. Your work is therefore to the realization of the spirit of constitutionalism, the rule of law, and democratic governance in Kenya. I urge you, our newly sworn commissioners, to join with the others and continue undertaking this mandate with diligence, intellectual rigor, independence, and fidelity to constitutional values and principles. Importantly, I encourage the Commission to give sustained attention to statutory provisions that have been declared unconstitutional by our courts. The court decisions and pronouncements present an important opportunity for legislative and legal reform. And in conclusion, let me do this, which I do to all the people and minister, say that the oath of office you have taken today should constantly remind you of the constitutional responsibilities entrusted to you by the people of Kenya. If possible, have it printed and hang it somewhere near you where you see it, so that it can remind you of the solemn responsibility that you carry on behalf of Kenyans. I urge you therefore to approach your work to the Constitution. Once again, on behalf of the judiciary, on behalf of the Judicial Service Commission, and on behalf of the National Council on the Administration of Justice that I chair and which you all belong to as members, you great success in the discharge of duties in the service of our nation. May God bless you and guide you every day, and may He shine His light upon you. Thank you very much.
Naam, bila shaka mpenzi mtazamaji, ni taarifa ambayo tutakuwa tukikuletea kwenye taarifa zetu za baadaye.